Pay no attention to this massive crisscrossing lattice of rocky spaceships over this relic world. They're not waiting for anything to happen. They're just hanging out, minding their own business in close orbit of, you know, the planet where the rubricator is. Everything's fine. Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more STELLARIS Toxoids in our Heralds of the Dark Nova series. So we are almost done with that particular event chain, but as I mentioned at the end of the last episode, I would also like to take this opportunity, since I have so many alloys, like it's insane how many alloys I have. I'm going to go ahead and start upgrading a number of our stations, which are not yet full citadels. Because this is just where the resources should go for now. We'll have additional places for the resources to go soon, but we've been producing them so rapidly and not spending them that it just makes sense to start upgrading all the stations that we have. We have 21 soon to be fully upgraded stations, and now our Foundry drone output has just increased as well. What magnificent timing you have. Okay, so let's go ahead and research the habitat, because I feel like that might have some additional technologies that follow it. We are continuing to colonize a number of planets at once, and we have more on the way. 3 more, to be precise. On Nomatar, and then Eiffel and Grinor. Oh, we found an archaeological site. Ruins of a large base complex of some kind can be found inside a large crater on this moon. It must have been abandoned thousands of years ago. The energy barrier that encompasses the nearby planet appears to originate from a source directly beneath this ancient base. Wait. Oh, weird. I kind of want to claim that system and figure out what's up. Maybe I'll figure it out eventually, but right now we don't have any information. I was not expecting that. There's a plot twist for you. Alright, the mega shipyard is almost done here.
Establishing lithosphere.
Okay, we are once again at our maximum influence.
Blocker cleared.
So, hang on. Let's pause for just a second. Who are the biggest threats to us right now? The Vivisandian Empire. We should have some pretty good... Yeah, we've got some pretty good information on them right now. So, what are some things we could do? We could lower relations between the Vivisandian Empire and another empire. So, do the Vivisandians have any rivals? They're already at war with the Tharboritan Syndicate and an unidentified empire. Wow, that is... Look at this federation. That is quite a federation. No wonder they're second place right now. So the Vivisandians are definitely the ones that we're going to have to pay close attention to. So espionage-wise... Okay, let's go ahead and acquire some assets. We're just going to launch that operation. Just going to get some assets on the Vivisandians. Let's take another look as well. Alright, I don't think we have any spies in the Sildaron Authority. I do have an available envoy. So let's go ahead and start spying on them too. I want to learn more about them as much as I can. The Radioactive Guardians, a stagnant ascendancy. Oh, cool. So they're all the way over here. Another child. Know that we are the Radioactive Guardians, the chosen people of this galaxy. Okay. Respect our holy places, and we may refrain from annihilating you. The collective consciousness will be watching you. Alright, so there is another fallen empire. I wonder if we'll have any giants in the playground at some point. Just wondering. Wondering out loud, but just wondering. Alright, a few more upgrades to do here.
Ships upgraded. Regolith flaws corrected.
Alright, so less than 50 days remaining for the Mega Shipyard site to be fully online.
Colony formed.
Nice. Okay, so let's do some more colonizing. well, we've already done the colonizing, but let's do some more colony construction. We do need some additional minerals. So now it's finally true. We have not enough minerals. We've been making that joke for this entire series. Well, to be fair, I've been making that joke. You've been rolling your eyes. But we still need the minerals. So now that I have some, let's see what I can do. Ironically, I think I might have bought a bit too many there. Let's see about... Okie dokie. Let's see. Sensorium suites, spawning pools, synaptic nodes, and alloy foundries, sure. Alright, so there is a bubbling swamp here, but I don't think it's available. Oh, yes, it is. Alright. So is it just going to be enough for the one? Yep, just one gas extraction. Well, that's more than, that's better than none. So let's do spawning pools, let's do sensorium suite, and let's do alloy foundries, because that also is going to be a planet heavy on alloy production. And we have this planet available to us as well. Spawning pools, sensorium suites. Let's go ahead and do a stronghold just so that we can have a little bit of extra help with our naval capacity. I haven't done too many strongholds yet, but I think it makes sense to have a few more. And some more alloy foundries too. I will have to pay close attention to our mineral output, but pretty soon we'll be able to start building a, what is it called? A matter, it's not matter compressor, matter decompressor? Is that what it is? The matter decompressor around the black holes in order to get some additional minerals. Mega shipyard framework, excellent. So now with that done, we need 10,000 alloys. We'll just need to wait for those to build up. Thankfully it won't take too long. Okay, I think the obvious choice here is to build an additional mining district. Quantum catapult research is done. Ooh, gateway construction. Yep, that's happening. They're just hanging out. They're just chilling. Totally fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. Espionage event pending. Our deep cover operatives have stepped up their surveillance on potential targets in the Vivasanian Empire. Acknowledged. So we're working on gaining some additional envoys.
Construction complete.
Okay, so does that mean now that I've fully upgraded it? Let's see if I can do this now. No, it doesn't count. Has to be a mega structure, and those ring worlds apparently do not count. That makes me sad. Okay, so what can we do with this? Alright, we can't replace any of this, so we can just kind of see what its weaponry is. There's a habitation module. I'm going to have to take a moment to soak this in. High-speed space elevators allow the planet to extend its habitation, resource storage, and refinement facilities into orbit. So this provides an additional district. Ooh, that will come in handy. Let's go ahead and build that. We don't need an orbital shipyard. Planetary defense hangar. I like that idea. And then guns and batteries. Sure. And then there are room for... Oh, holy crap. Are you kidding me? Okay, so there are new building types here. Low-gravity mega refiners. Minerals for mining drones. Well, yeah, let's do that because we need it. Alloy processing facilities. Synaptic relays. Unity from synapse drones. Or stratospheric ionization elements. Yeah, let's do stratospheric ionization elements. I like it. I can't wait to see, like, just visually how different it looks. I'm loving it so far, though. I want to build them on more planets.
Accretion complete.
They all live seeding on Houston complete. More wish to join our collective, and that probably means I've got some work to do. Yep, we have some unemployment. Yeah, we're still in the process of building on this world, so it makes sense that they're saying, there's no employment. Because there's a lot of pops that don't have anything to do.
Blocker clear.
It's so cool to see new planets in established sectors just thanks to that terraforming that we did.
Colony seeded.
All right. New colony, Canavos. Let's go ahead and clear all of those. We do have bubbling swamps here, so can I go ahead and build some, gas extraction, very good. Let's then do, you know what, I keep forgetting that these options are here, so if I don't have to scroll if I use these. I always like rediscover these at some point, either during a YouTube playthrough or during solo play. Again, creature of habit, like these haven't always been here. They've been there for a long time, I know, but I tend to scroll a lot, not remembering that I have this option. Very nice. Convenient. I like it. All right, so let's buy a few extra minerals so that I can finish this process. Looks like alloy founders will make the most sense there, so let's do it. This last stage on the rubricator is taking a while, like a long time. How many? I have 44. There we go. A short list of targets has been drawn up. Those operatives who are no longer tasked with surveillance will provide cover for the others. Good. Get it done.
Colony seeded.
Epic spying music.
Blocker cleared.
Okay, I need to sell. Need to sell a bit more. I don't want blockers to be a concern going forward, so we're just going to get rid of as many of those as we can. Okay, yeah, same thing. I don't need to use these, so let's do spawning pools. Sensorium suites. Alright, now we just need to wait for some minerals to build up, and unfortunately, it's not going to happen very quickly. How are we doing on dark matter? Yeah, we're producing plenty. I can go ahead and buy more minerals this way. Yep, synaptic nodes, and why not have some alloy production? Alright, it's going to be a moment before we can do anything else, just on account of waiting for all of this. Once these last colonies are established, we'll have a little bit more energy. Minerals might be a bit of an issue. Let's see how the system's looking here. Habitation module is still being built. I think they do change visually as you upgrade them. I think that they actually have like differences in what they look like. So I'm really excited to see. As the operation nears its conclusion, Spymaster Petrus Nenzwe has moved to secure our new asset within the Vivisandian Empire. Our remaining operatives are poised to facilitate any cover they may need. Commence operation. Alright, so we have access to habitats. Battleship hull points plus 10%. Might be time for that. Although there are still some lower level techs that I haven't unlocked yet, so let's get the autocannon. Spymaster Petrus Nenzwe reports from the Vivisandian Empire. A successful execution so far. We have won the loyalty of a Vivisandian rebel, whose desire for disruptive change may easily be molded to suit our goals as well. Gain criminal underling asset for use against the Vivisandian Empire. So we've lost some infiltration level, and we have an asset. Excellent.
Regolith flaws corrected.
Alright, so we're slowly having more and more of a breakthrough chance here, but it's taking a while.
Regolith flaws corrected.
Okay, here we go. 20 minor artifacts. We will be able to get the secrets of the Baal. The archaeologists were preparing to leave. Yeah, I totally went for that before I read the actual tooltip, so sue me. The archaeologists were preparing to leave when they happened upon a large hidden chamber, cluttered with artifacts, gnawed bones, and a substantial amount of fresh slobber. There, under a used royal nose swab on a four-legged table with a carving of a face they confirm was indeed funny, sat the rubricator, maker of thingamajigs, right where it was supposed to be, a tiny, insignificant-looking cube spewing out a continuous stream of artifacts. The rubricator is a replicator, an ingenious alien invention that can make endless copies of just about any artifact, and soon it is ours. The planet-side team will begin the journey back to the safety of the ship. Thankfully, we will never know what attacked the Hoarders. Or will we? Or will we? Hang on, I don't have ships in position for any reason whatsoever. No, why would you suggest that? That's just ridiculous. I didn't open the episode commenting on it or anything. They're just hanging out. It's fine. Everything's fine. Totally okay. Let's go see the rubricator. Where's the rubricator? Relics. Thank you. Oh, we don't actually have it yet. Unpause. Oh, just kidding. Before we do that, a snarling, hissing fiend has appeared out of the void. With one swipe of her giant talons, she snatched the archaeology shuttle carrying the excavation team and the rubricator back to the LX Indomitable Crag, bending it open and prying the rubricator from within. It seems we have finally had the displeasure of meeting the hoarding rat's assailant. The dragon must have been attracted by their countless treasures and made her nest within the royal palace, feasting upon their bodies. Perhaps she was on the prowl or observed from afar as we excavated the ruins, waiting for the right moment to strike. She appears to be growling something in our general direction. Translate her animal noises. The rats went squeak, 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 then their bones went crunch, crunch, crunch. Now it is your turn to tickle the inside of Shard's belly. Yes, you have been naughty, little ones. The rubricator belongs to Shard. Give back the rubricator this instant. A thunderous rumble erupts from the dragon's belly. Suddenly her wings are wrapped around the ship, her steamy breath fogging up the windshield as she peers inside, a maniacal glint in her eyes. How did she get so close so fast, and is she smiling? Why, you whet my appetite, little one. She purrs softly, then lunges at it with all her might, fangs exposed. Okay. Let's go. Bye, dragon.
Construction complete.
Okay. It's just saying that we met a Leviathan finally, because we haven't met any before. A little bit late for that. The demise of Shard the dragon. The vile old dragon known as Shard has drawn her final breath. In a satchel around her neck, nestled in the downy fuzz underneath the gnarled scales above her heart, hangs her most treasured possession, the rubricator, a relic capable of replicating any artifact it has come in contact with. Let's see what secrets its remains may yield. Unlocks the Drake-scaled trait for Leviathan transgenesis. Start situation Leviathan parade opportunity. So, here's an opportunity. After defeating the Shard, we believe that a study on Ullyxr focusing on the eye of the Shard we secured would be very beneficial to our empire. Yeah, let's go ahead and study it. We hold a study permanently enhancing Ullyxr. Alright, so this will be ongoing for a moment. It's been a while since we've had a situation. Alright, let's go ahead and replenish the fleets. And then I can go ahead and send these back to their home stations, because I don't need them to be anywhere else right now.
Colony sheeted.
Okay. We are almost able... Hang on. Let's go back up to speed 2. We're almost able to get the next stage going on the mega shipyard. Let's see what this looks like now. Aha! There's been a visual change. So there's the... Come on, what are you doing? Zoom. There we go. Why can't I zoom in on you? Can I not zoom any hang on, zoom in on Rinvos. How about that? Thank you. It's close enough. Alright, cool. Yeah, so there's a habitat. Like, it looks rocky because we're lithoids. But that's really neat.
Blocker cleared.
Interesting, too, that it's not facing the planet. It's facing away from the planet, so... You would presumably still have... With that, you would presumably still have, like, night and day. But because it's rotating around so quickly, it might not necessarily matter. Besides, we're rocks. We're rocks! What do we care?
Construction complete.
What do we care, indeed? Sensorium Suite. Alloy Foundries. Okay. What about these spawning pools? There we go. And then finally, we would probably benefit from synaptic nodes a little bit, just for some additional unity. Ship's slowly returning to position. We have some swamps to clear. We also still have some unresearched blockers I'm about to take at some point. Okay. Alright, so it looks like a gateway has been completed in Gamma Valorum. Let's go ahead and build the next stage of the mega shipyard. Here's how it's coming so far. Looking great. What's this here? Is that... There's a tropical world that is not yet under anyone's control. Okay. Let me research the Ripper autocannon. We're just going to go for the cheaper technologies and move up the chain. Alright, we're now finally getting to a point where most of the new colonies are established, and it's a matter just of expanding them as there are opportunities to do so. The extraction of the Shard's eye was a messy process with a few false starts. Luckily, the behemoth had a lot of eyes for us to practice on. We then towed the optic to Omen, and something both fascinating and revolting happened. The oculus started attaching and integrating itself into the local starbase overlooking Ullyxr. The cause of this unknown, but then again the cause of this is unknown, but then again much of the Drake's physiology is beyond us. The fusing is not complete yet, but our science drones believe it is to be halted now if we wish to proceed with our previous plans. Let us see with the sight of the shard. Scrape it off. We have deadlines to reach. Very carefully remove it. We wouldn't want to damage it. No, let's say very carefully remove it. We wouldn't want to damage it. And then the event will proceed along and we'll have other opportunities. I don't think there's any additional... Nope, fleets are already all at full strength. The shard was barely a challenge for them. Oh, and also... Yeah, so... No, I don't want to incorporate artifact relays. It may make sense to stop pop production on certain worlds, because we can do that as lithoids. I'm not going to go down that route just yet, but it might make sense to start thinking about that on, like, Ullyxr. On planets that are particularly populated. Alright, so I still have a good amount of alloys. Let's take a quick look at...
Blocker cleared.
Show us your wares. No, I don't need those. Go away. Sorry. Not interested. Okay, it looks like all of the star bases have been upgraded, which is nice. So now it's just a matter of building things on them. Oh, nice, yeah. Let's go ahead and get some more anchorages built so so that we have a little bit more cap here. And we'll do resource silos as well, because that's a fairly remote station. We'll probably have some defenses here to upgrade. Yes, we do. I'm guessing here as well. Yes, we do. And here as well. One thing we'll absolutely be able to do in the coming episodes is just start building those defense platforms to an insane degree. They will require maintenance, but we're going to have the megastructures in place to kind of allow for that.
Locker cleared.
All right, let's take another look at how that station's doing.
Regolith flaws corrected.
Man, I freaking love how powerful this thing is. And it can build platforms. What the F? Oh my god, look at this thing.
Ships upgraded.
Sorry. I made a recent reference in one of my Long Dark series to the old David Blaine Street Magic videos, and so it's just been running in my head nonstop. I can't help myself. It's uncontrollable. And now it's running in your head, if you know it.
Colony seeded.
If you don't, I feel sorry for you. Because it's hilarious. Alright, Dockstain, let's go for... Well, we don't really have enough minerals to do a ton yet. Spawning pools. We're still clearing some of these. Yeah, we still need to wait.
Colony formed.
So that's it. I mean, we have some additional colonies to work on, but...
Colony formed.
Yeah, notice that our mineral output is getting lower and lower and lower and lower as we do all of these new buildings. Because remember, everything that lithoids do requires minerals. So we're going to need to make sure we build some mineral production on these planets. It's just, we've never established this many colonies at once before, and we have no new districts on them yet to help with this. So we'll do it one at a time, but we might have to manage our mineral situation a bit in the meantime. The day has arrived. Our sensory drones were in place and ready to give us a thorough exploration of the Eye of the Shard. As the study began, a significant portion of our consciousness focused on Ullyxr to absorb the import of this anomalous item. Productivity in the Ullyxr Collective was reduced by a whole 0.2% for the day. The sensory data was then archived deep in our consciousness before being placed at the center of our cluster on Ullyxr, where the specialized sensory drones will continuously observe it. So we've gained the Eye of the Shard modifier given the following effects. Menial drone pop resource output plus 5, menial drone output plus 5, authoritarian ethics attraction plus 50%, unity gained 30,716, and this concludes the elimination of a single-minded shard opportunity situation. Holy crap. That's a lot. That's a lot of unity. And now that we have that much unity, hang on. Do we have unity ambitions yet? No. But we do have... I'm going to go ahead and run the Improved Energy Initiative because there's no reason not to at this point. Also, what else can we do? Yeah, let's go ahead and run the mine subsidies. This could hurt our energy situation a lot. Let's see how this goes. We'll find out in a month how much it hurts our energy. You might see this just violently reverse, because we've got barely any kind of mineral production surplus and a huge energy production surplus. Watch this. Oh, wow. Ooh, that was much better than expected. Okay, minerals are better now. And we still have a nice unity surplus, too, to do more with, should we need to. Well, that's amazing. Consider that problem thoroughly fixed.
Regolith flaws corrected. Research complete.
What do we have here? The Ripper autocannon is done. Ooh, the Juggernaut. I think it's time for that. Yeah, let's go for it.
Accretion complete.
In case you didn't know, there are now bigger ships than Titans. Cannot wait to build that thing. All right, let's see. Leveraged privateering, diplomatic weight from economy. Oh yes, let's absolutely vote in favor of that. So So this will reduce naval capacity by 10%, which is annoying. But
Blocker
I like the additional diplomatic weight from the economy. So I will vote in favor. One thing I can do to offset the issue... Hang on. Let's do spawning pools. Sensorium suite. And we already have one stronghold there, so I won't do another one. Although a bioreactor could be a good idea. Let's do that. And then same thing here. Spawning pools. Stronghold. Alloy foundries, obviously. That's going to be a heavy alloy production planet. And then a sensorium suite once I have the resources I need for it. Okay. Well, with that, I have been watching the clock this time, and I do need to stop the episode. Having way too much fun as usual. Now that we're in the late game. Let's get that built. Still scrolling around. I'll fix that habit eventually. Let's see what else we can do. All right, Grunstain actually has some slots as well. We'll have to look at that next episode, though, because I have to buy the minerals to do it. And we're getting there. We have another 12k alloys, so we can go on another upgrading spree, or maybe even building spree of some of the other stations. Because one of the things that's happened is I've unlocked some additional stations that I haven't done a lot with yet. We haven't increased our starbase capacity in a while, but we will have that opportunity as well. So we're just sliding into the endgame now, and there's plenty to go, because obviously if we're going to become the Crisis, all this has to die. So the fun is just getting started. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. If it's not your first time or even your second, look for the join button to access unique emotes, badges, and other perks. New episodes are coming out every day at 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.